In this video, we're going to show you how to set up your very own Amazon promotion. A promotion is basically a coupon or discount code that allows a customer to save money or provides them some other type of incentive to purchase your product over a different one. To set up your first promotion, you log into Seller Central, then you select Advertising and Manage Promotions. On the Manage Promotion screen, you'll see the 4 different types of promotions that you can set up and run inside Amazon. Amazon actually has a really good detailed help section that go into great detail about all these different promotions, and you can learn about that by clicking the Learn More link at the top. However, we're going to go over these at just the right amount of detail to get you going as quickly as possible. Now let's go over the 4 types of promotions. The first one is free shipping, but it's important to note that this type of promotion can only be used on fulfilled by merchant products. So if you're selling using FBA, as you should be, then you won't be able to use this type of promotion. The money off gives either a flat dollar amount or a percentage off of your customer's entire order. And this is the one you're going to use the majority of the time, and also the type of promotion that we're going to go over in this video. The buy one, get one simply offers your customer an additional product when they buy one of your products. And then lastly is the external benefits promotion, which gives your customer some kind of benefit outside the normal products, such as a promotional video or maybe an ebook that you'll send to them after they purchase your product. Now, before we actually create our first promotion, I'm first going to show you how to create what's called a product selection list. We do that by clicking on Manage Product Selection. A product selection list is nothing more than a list of one or more of your products, and that tells Amazon exactly which products the promotion you're creating can be used on. So we'll go ahead and select Create New Product Selection. Then you're shown a list of different ways that you can actually select these products to add to the list. I always choose ASIN, it's just as the simplest for me. Click Submit. And then here we need to give Amazon some internal information that doesn't get shown anywhere else, so it doesn't matter exactly what you type here, but they need to have a tracking ID, so we'll call this one the sprayer list. And then you can give it a little longer, more descriptive name if you want to, olive oil sprayers. And then here's where you list the ASINs that you want to be included in this list. Now we just want one for now, so we'll type in our Misto olive oil sprayer ASIN. And then if we were making a change to this list, let's say that we were removing or adding something to it, we can make some notes here so that Amazon allows you to track exactly when you're making changes to your list. Then we just click Submit. As you can see here, our product selection list has been created. And so now we're ready to go back and create our promotion. We'll click on the Manage Promotions button. And now we're right back where we were before. Now let's go ahead and create a money off promotion. Amazon breaks down the promotion setup into 3 different sections. The conditions that have to be met in order for the promotion to apply, the scheduling of the promotion that show when the promotion will start and end, and then any additional options that don't fit into the above 2 sections. The first condition that we have to set up is the number of items or dollar amount that the customer has to purchase in order to get this promotion. Our options here are a certain dollar amount they have to buy, a minimum number of items they have to buy, or a multiple of how many they can buy in order to get this. For example, for every 5 items, they're able to get this promotion. However, most of the time, you're going to want it just to be at least this quantity of items and leave that to 1, so that every time they buy a product, they will get this promotion. Next, we have to tell Amazon which products this promotion can apply to. So as we talked about earlier when creating a product selection list, we mentioned that a promotion can apply to every single product in your inventory or your catalog, or you can just apply it to one specific product selection list. Now we already set one up, so we're going to go ahead and pick that list right now. If later on you realize that you forgot to set up a new product selection list, you can do that right here by selecting this link. Next, we have to tell Amazon exactly how much of a discount the customer is going to get with this promotion. There are 2 options here, a flat dollar amount off or a percentage off. I always prefer using a dollar amount off, and here's why. Let's imagine that I'm running a very aggressive promotion. Let's say it's 80% off and I'm launching a new product, and I want a lot of different customers to buy that product. If I were to go ahead and use percentage off and make that 80% off, I can't control if one customer goes in and buys 100 of my products all at 80% off. And that way they can run out of my entire inventory, and I really don't get my product out to a lot of different customers' hands. However, if instead I choose a dollar amount off and I convert that 80% off to a dollar amount, so let's say that my olive oil sprayer is selling for $20, 80% off would be a $16 discount. The difference here is that if the same customer goes in and tries to buy 100 of my olive oil sprayers, they only get $16 off one time. It doesn't come off of every single product like a percentage off does. So that's why I choose to always use the dollar off. However, though, if you're running a normal promotion, let's say it's 20% off, and you don't care if the same customer gets that discount on every product, feel free to use the percentage off. And finally, you can just leave the applies to show purchased items, and it'll work just fine. Now let's take a quick look at the advanced options, even though we're not going to use these. Tiers give you the ability to actually provide different discounts depending on different levels that the customer buys. So for example, let's say that they buy 5 items, you can offer one discount level, then you can add another tier, and for the next 5, it can be a completely different discount level, and you can continue to add tiers on. For excluded items, you can actually go in and exclude any item in your catalog from this particular campaign. Next, let's go look down at scheduling. We're going to look at the start date. You can leave that for whenever you want it to be. Now remember, however, that the time they give you here is going to be roughly 4 hours from whenever it is right now. Now, all Amazon promotions take 4 hours to be active, so you need to make sure that when you're getting ready to run a promotion that you plan ahead of time and get your promotion set up well in advance, because it will take 4 hours to start. Then you can also give it an end date and an end time. You can give your promotion some kind of internal description. Again, the customers aren't going to see this, but let's just give it the sample olive oil sprayer promo. And then you can give it a tracking ID. They'll automatically create one for you. I usually leave the default in right where it is. Next, let's go down and check out the additional options. The first one is the claim code checkbox. And by checking this, you are telling Amazon that the customer has to enter the claim code in order to get the promotion. If you don't check this, then any customer who buys your product during this time period will get the promotion, and you definitely don't want that. So we'll check that. Next one is 1 redemption per customer. You also want that checked. Otherwise, the same customer could keep coming back and getting the same promotion over and over again. Then there's the claim code itself. Amazon automatically generates an 8-character code for you, but you can also go in and create your own, make it a little more personal. So let's call this one Sprayer 1. It has to be 8 characters, so you need to make sure you use all 8 of them. Then there's the claim code combinability, and that's whether or not this claim code can be used with other claim codes or it has to be used all by itself. More times than not, you want it to be exclusive, and you only want this promotion code to be used without anything else. If you do want to try it and go ahead and allow them to combine other promotions that you created, then you may want to check out the help function for these 2 different options right there. But more times than not, you want the exclusive claim code. Then let's go down and look at customizing the messaging. Now this is what's going to show to the customer after they check out. Amazon defaults in something called promotion applied. You can change this also. Let's just make this thanks, you rock. Then there's the short display text. You can just leave that blank. This box is very, very important. The detail page display text. If you want this to show up on your detail page, so anytime someone finds your product, whether or not they know what your promotion is, then check this box and it's going to show up on your product detail page. However, highly recommend making sure it's not checked, because usually when you're running promotion, you only want to give that promotion to certain people who you have found during your advertising, and not every single customer who finds your product. So again, leave that box unchecked unless you definitely want to give this sale away to everyone who gets your product. And if that's the case, you might as well just change the price on your product. Lastly, they're going to show you the terms and conditions. These are all the basic ones that Amazon comes up with. I always just leave them the way they are, and then you click on review. On this screen here, Amazon will show you if there are any issues with your promotion. Let's say that you typed something in wrong, but as you can see, we did not. So all you need to do now is click on submit, and then the promotion will be created, and in 4 hours, it will be active. Now, when you're back on the Manage Promotion screen, you might not initially see the promotion you just created down here. Most likely, that's because you're only showing your active promotions and not your pending ones. And remember, it takes 4 hours for this promotion to become active, so in order to see it, you'll need to select pending and hit search, and then it should show up down there. Now, another very important thing to do is to test out your promotion to make sure that it's working the way it should. So after 4 hours when it's active, you're going to want to log in from another Amazon account because you can't do it from your own seller account. In order to test out a promotion, you need to add your product to your cart, and a seller cannot add their own product to the cart. So either log in from a different account, your buyer account preferably, or have a friend or family member go ahead and try using the promotion to make sure it's working correctly. One thing they'll want to look for is to check out your product detail page. Make sure the promotion is not showing up on that page, unless of course you wanted it to. And then next, you actually want them to add the product to their cart and apply the promotion in order to see how the promotion is behaving. They don't have to purchase it or complete the purchase, but they do need to get to the point where they apply the promotion to make sure that it's actually giving them the right dollar amount or percent off that they're expecting. So that's how you set up a money off promotion using Amazon's promotion system, which is most likely the only type of promotion you'll ever need to create. However, if you do want to check out the buy one, get one or external benefits promotions, feel free to go in and look at Amazon's own documentation by selecting the Learn More link here. And they go into quite a bit of detail of how to set those up and how to use them. I'll also post a quick link to that below this video.